Welcome to part 2 of Cognitive Behavioral Therapy for the EPPP. In this section, we will take a deeper look at the dysfunctional thought record, review high-yield cognitive distortion examples, and clarify the order of CBT interventions as they appear in exam vignettes or on test questions. You'll also have the opportunity to test your understanding by working through 5 application-based questions, followed by a structured rationale for each answer. Write your answers in the comment section for community engagement. The goal is not memorization, it is layered clinical reasoning. Let's continue. CBT Part 2, Cognitive Distortions. Rapid recognition for the EPPP. Let's go deep on the cognitive distortions because they can be challenging to identify on the EPPP, so let's focus on them and how they appear in exam vignettes or questions. Distortions are reasoning errors inside automatic thoughts. The key is identifying the thinking mistake. First, arbitrary inference. This is drawing a negative conclusion without evidence, and if the client jumps to a conclusion with no supporting data, that's arbitrary inference. Second, selective abstraction. One negative detail defines the entire situation. If the vignette shows the client ignoring positives and exaggerating one flaw, that's selective abstraction. Third, dichotomous thinking, all or nothing reasoning. If it's complete success or total failure with no middle ground, that's dichotomous thinking. Fourth, personalization, assuming responsibility without evidence. If the client automatically blames themselves for events outside their control, that's personalization. Finally, emotional reasoning. This is critical. If the client says, "I feel anxious, so I must be incompetent," they are using emotion as evidence. On the EPPP, distortions are about logic errors, not diagnoses. Always ask, what is the reasoning error? Recognition speed improves test performance. Study. Insight. Keep in mind the EPPP is not a content test. It is a clinical skills test. Therefore, you may think you are answering a clinical question when it is actually an ethical question. CBT Part 2. Rapid recognition for the EPPP rapid fire recognition segment. Let's test rapid recognition. If there's no evidence but a negative conclusion, that's arbitrary inference. If one small detail wipes out the entire context, that's selective abstraction. If it's all success or total failure, that's dichotomous thinking. If the client assumes responsibility without proof, that's personalization. If the statement begins with, "I feel, therefore it's true," that's emotional reasoning. On the EPPP, identify the reasoning error, not the emotion. Remember, recognition speed increases score accuracy.
If there's no evidence but a negative conclusion, that's arbitrary inference. If one small detail wipes out the entire context, that's selective abstraction. If it's all success or total failure, that's dichotomous thinking. If the client assumes responsibility without proof, that's personalization. If the statement begins with, "I feel, therefore it's true," that's emotional reasoning. On the EPPP, identify the reasoning error, not the emotion. Recognition speed increases score accuracy.